Okay, so the next question says a retailer buys a TV from the wholesaler for rupees 40,000 and he marks the price of the TV above his cost price. What is his cost price? It is rupees 40,000. Clear? And then he sells it to a consumer at a discount on the marked price. Clear? So how do we find this mark price? This mark price will come out when we find 15% of the cost price. Clear? If the sales are interest rate, again we have a question of interest rate and the rate of GST is this. Find the mark price of the TV, the amount which the consumer pays for the TV and the amount of tax under GST paid by the retailer to the government, the amount of tax under GST received by the state government. Okay, again, since some additional things are given in this question, so let us see that at what price the wholesaler is selling it to a retailer. So what was the price of the article? The price of the article is rupees, price or the cost price is rupees 40,000, isn't it? And then this is for retailer. This is for retailer. Clear? And then what he does, he marks the price of the TV 15% above his cost price. So what is the mark price for TV? So we need to find this also. Clear? So what is the process? He marks the price of TV 15% above his cost price. So what do we do? So it will be nothing but rupees 40,000 plus 15% of what? Of what? 40,000. Clear? So if you calculate this, you will get rupees 40,000, and if you do the simple calculation, you will get rupees 6,000. So if you add all these things, so what do we get here? We will get 46,000. Clear? And then he sells it. So this is the mark price. This is the mark price, or the first answer. That means what is the mark price of the TV? This is 46,000. So let me write the answer also here. So the mark price of the TV is rupees 46,000. Clear? Now what is the next part? He sells it to a consumer at a discount of 5% on the mark price. So therefore price for consumer is how much? Is 46,000 was the mark price. So it will be rupees 46,000 minus 5% of rupees 46,000. I hope you understand this, because this is the discount. That means some amount of money is reduced from the mark price of the TV. So this is how we find the discount price. So this is the price which the consumer has to pay. So if you calculate it, you will get 46,000 minus, you calculate this. So what do we get here? If you calculate this, I think this will give 5, it will give 4,300. Just go through it, whether we get this. 23, I think 23, because 4 5s are 20, so this is 2,300. So if you calculate it, so what do we get ultimately? What will be the price paid by the consumer for the TV before paying the GST? So it will be how much? It will be 43,700. So I hope these things are clear. So now we need to remember something, that this will go on the first arrow because this is the price which the retailer pays when he purchases it from the wholesaler. And then ultimately on the second arrow we will have this, because this is the amount of money which the consumer will pay after a discount on the marked price of the TV whose original cost was rupees 40,000. Clear? So now let us understand or solve this question with the help of a diagram. So let me just rub the board for you people. Okay, so what is the first thing that we do in our uh, conventional approach? We will make the government sit here. So this is the government sitting and keeping a watch on all the transactions, and then the transaction starts from the wholesaler. So this is our wholesaler, this is our wholesaler, then comes our retailer, this is our retailer, and then comes us, that is the consumers, that is the consumer. Clear? So we need to remember, just now we calculated that the first transaction was on rupees 40,000, isn't it? Clear? This is the price which the retailer pays to the wholesaler for the TV, that means 40,000. Next, what do we have to do? Because this transaction is seen by the government, so a GST of 12% is levied upon it. So therefore 12% of 40,000. So you calculated. So I think, let me just do the calculation. So this is 12 into 40,000 divided by 100. So this goes off and this goes off. So 12 fours are 48. So what do we get? With two zeros, we will get 4,800. So this is the amount, 4,000. So this is the amount, 4,800, which is the GST, which is the GST. Clear? Now as we remember that when the retailer marks the price 15% above the cost price and it sells it to the consumer, then the price which is seen by the government after the increment and discount, the price which is seen by the government is rupees 43,700. Clear? So now this tax, or this money will be having some portion of the tax that is given by the retailer to the government, so, or by the consumer. So what do we get? We get 12% of 43,000. I'm sorry for those mistakes. 43,700. So if you calculate this, so you will get rupees 5244 as GST. Clear? So this is the amount which the consumer will pay as GST. Clear? Now let us solve the question, and before that let us see how much amount of tax will be given by the wholesaler to the government. So this is nothing but rupees 4,800, and now we know we need to calculate the tax, because the retailer already has some input tax credit, that is 4,800. So the retailer has to give the balance of it. Clear? So just calculate this. So you will get 5244 minus 4800. So just see the amount which the retailer pays. So we will get two fours here, and then the one goes, and then we get, so this will give 4. Clear? So this is the amount which the retailer pays as GST after having some input credit tax of rupees 4800. Clear? Now let us see what is the second part. We have already done the first part of the question. So now let us see what is the second part of the question says. The amount which the consumer pays for the TV. So it is very simple. So what do? We just simply calculate the amount paid by the consumer for the TV plus the GST. So this is 43700 plus rupees how much? 5244. So the amount that the consumer pays for the TV is 4 will come here, 4 will come here, 7 plus 2 is 9, this is 8 and this is 4. So let us write the answer. The amount which the consumer pays for TV is 48,944. Clear? So this much part of the question is understood. Now let us see what is the third part. The amount of tax under GST. Again I am telling, we are talking about the taxes under GST, no, not any other taxes, paid by the retailer to the central government. Now we are talking about the retailer only. So now the retailer is paying how much amount to the government as tax? He is paying 444 rupees as GST to the government. Now since it's interstate sale, so this whole GST amount will be divided into two equal parts. Clear? Half will go to the central government and half will go to the state government. So what is 442 divided by 2, or half of 444? So what is half of 444? The answer to the third part of the question is rupees 222 will be paid by the retailer to the central government as GST. Clear? Now the amount of tax under GST received by the state government. So again, so we know we have done everything. Now the only thing that remains here is to do the half of it. Why? Because this much amount is paid by the wholesaler as GST to the government, and half of it, because this is the total amount paid by the retailer to the government. So we need to talk about the central government, state government only. So now let us see what is the amount paid by the retailer, amount received by the state government from the wholesaler and the retailer. So this is nothing but 4800 divided by 2 plus rupees 444 divided by 2. So when you calculate it, what do we get? So this will give us 2400 plus 222. So the amount which is received by the state government from the wholesaler and the retailer is the sum of these two things. So when you add both of them, so you will get 2622 as the answer. Clear? So this was the another type of question on intrastate sale, plus we have discussed upon the mark price also here, and we have talked about the cost price also here, and also we have talked about the discount. So these were the three new things that were in the same question. So in the next video I will be taking a question of different type.